I am not a moose.
You're a moose.
Not a moose.
You're a moose.
I'm not. Stop lying to the people. I am not a
R2.
moose.
Can I get the context for this?
There is
Gamma
no
wants
context.
to lick my car.
I don't want to lick your car. I'm just stating that I am not a moose. Raz, you get context, but the rest of the podcast doesn't. Nobody else is allowed to know.
But you started recording. I don't even know.
Yeah, no context for you guys.
I'm giving context because I'm not an asshole.
No, I'm not a moose.
Apparently, Canada had to put out a sign saying, "Don't let moose lick your cars." And Gamma's like, "Good thing I'm not a moose," but it still made it sound like he wants to lick my car.
I was just stating that I'm not a moose.
He wants to lick my car.
What is wrong? What is wrong with that? With stating a fact? I don't understand the issue here.
You're just angry I haven't kissed you yet, so you just want to lick my car.
Why? How do those two correlate? With
I mean, I didn't want to make it sexual, but whatever, man.
It's not. It's a kiss.
You can lick my drive. It's all good.
Raz, help.
I think Noob has escalated this far more than it has had to go.
He didn't have to say anything, and then he's like, "Good thing I'm not a moose," because
I just wanted to point it out.
Who's point? Why do you have to point it out? First of all, if you were a moose, I wish you were, because then I could say I am the only Canadian to know a talking moose.
Raz, please. Is it weird to state that you are not a moose when you are in fact not a moose?
Oh, this should be an interesting answer. What? Raz!
I'm not licking cars.
It's
I
not
don't have
weird.
antlers. I'm not hanging out with my fellow mooses. I just wanted to state it on the internet where it could be contained as a record for future reference in case somebody does accuse me of being said moose.
Or they could use it against you and, take something out of context and they just take out the not part and say, I am a moose.
That's illegal.
No, it's not.
You know what?
I mean, it probably is, but I don't know. I can't tell.
I don't know.
If it doesn't have copyright.
Thank you.
How is it not weird that you have to state that you're not a moose?
It's not. I'm just stating a fact.
We know you're not a moose.
I'm also not a flamenco dancer, but I can state that anytime I want.
But you see, being a flamenco dancer could actually be believable because guess what? Humans are flamenco dancers. You cannot be a moose.
Hey, if I tried hard enough and I believed in myself, I could be a moose, but I'm not a moose.
You can't even be on time getting your homework done. How can you be a moose?
Okay, that's just a low blow.
I mean,
I'm gonna sit over here now.
Good. As long as it's closer to the bathroom, I hope for your sake.
Oh, thanks. Go on, Noob. Be angry for 2 hours now.
No, Gamma's in the corner now, Noob.
Yeah, but he walked himself to the corner. I didn't put him in the corner.
What do you mean he walked
on 2 feet, by the way, because I'm not a moose.
You bullied him into the corner.
Yeah, but he went to the corner. He could have easily gone anywhere else, and he's just like, "No, screw it. I'm going into the corner." I'm like, "All right." You were here, weren't you? That just happened like 30 seconds ago.
This all came from just me stating a fact. I don't see the issue, and I don't know why there is one.
You know what? At least we definitely know what this podcast's title is. We don't even need 2 more hours. We've figured out what the
Time to wrap it
title.
up. Everybody go home. We got the podcast title. I'm not a flamenco dancer.
I forget what is flamenco dancing again.
Is
that the one with the canastas?
I think it is the one with the canastas. I'm not sure though. I kind of just thought of the first thing that popped into my head.
Game, isn't it?
Also, okay, so me and Noob are debating this. What the fuck is a Jaffa cake?
Cake? A Jaffa cake? It's a Jaffa cake. I'm pretty sure it's actually Jaffa.
Jaffa. I don't fucking know.
Jaffa.
I'm not an Englishist. I don't fucking speak good words.
No kidding. We were looking up Jaffa cakes, or my favorite related searches: jammy Dodgers and hobnob biscuits.
Okay, wait. We should probably give context. A
Yeah, I'm like,
mutual
why?
a
They
friendo.
sound familiar, but why?
Okay, so Jez, co-creator of PokeLink, brought up, hey, do you eat your Jaffa cakes with the chocolate upside or downside? And Noob is like, what's a Jaffa cake? And then somebody's like, what did they say? I don't remember. I forgot.
I have it right here. They said, "Oh no."
Oh no. Oh no, what? What is a Jaffa cake? And then I'm just like, what the fuck is a Jaffa cake?
Did you Google
Somebody
it?
explain. I don't feel like Googling it.
It's a deflated Krispy Kreme donut biscuit.
It's a deflated Boston cream donut.
There you go.
Except no cream and probably tastes okay, I guess.
I mean, they're obsessed with biscuits in Britain. That's all I hear them talk about. They're like, biscuits for breakfast, biscuits for dinner. Then they talk about briskets. And I'm like, well, just have a brisket then. And then, yeah.
I'm just annoyed that I had to look it up instead of somebody just tweeting it, so I didn't have to write into Google like 5 letters. Then again, I'm lazy. Speaking of lazy, how you guys been? I've been
not.
Good. I hope y'all are doing better.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're doing. When are you finally out of school, Raz? Do you get a break anytime soon?
Next week. So we don't have the entirety of Thanksgiving week off, which sucks. We just get the weekend off. We just get a 4-day weekend.
Okay, I mean that's not bad.
So I have Thursday, Friday off next week.
Hopefully you don't have to do any assignments during that.
I probably will.
I feel you.
Rip.
Yeah. I was upset last night because there's an assignment that I got really frustrated trying to set up a few days ago. And so yesterday I was like, I need to do this because it's due soon. So I need to just set it up now. And so, I'm not sure if you're familiar with like Node and NPM or whatever, but
I have a vague familiarity.
But the gist of what happened, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, is that I tried installing some stuff into a folder and it came up with like over 1,000 errors, and it gives you the option to fix all the errors. Like NPM will try to fix as many errors as it can automatically. And so I spent a few hours trying to be like, okay, I need to fix all these errors so my server and my client can run, because web dev shit.
Oh, now I know what it is. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, why am I trying to run my client side and it's coming up with a bunch of errors and not compiling and not working? And then I eventually went back and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna watch the video lecture for how they set this thing up. And the video lecture is really annoying because it's literally just them flailing around for 50 minutes trying to figure out how to get everything to work. It's like the professor put the assignment up and was like, okay, I guess we'll try to figure out how to get everything to work together. And I'm just like, And you know what the infuriating issue about this entire thing is?
What?
The solution to all of this was to just ignore all of the 1,000 different things that were wrong with the installation and just run it anyway, and it worked.
Oh my god.
And I was like, that's like the least practical solution! Like, the least practical sounding solution is to just give up.
Did you literally just say the solution is to ignore the problem?
Yes!
Amazing.
I spent a few hours trying to set this assignment up, and that was literally the problem. I'm like, why? Why isn't that in the assignment? Just say, ignore the problems. It's fine.
I thought coding was supposed to be a step up, not a step into, like, 90-year-old teachers.
Yeah, I'm upset.
I wish everything worked by just not doing anything. That'd be great.
Right?
No, you would be a husk.
I don't know.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened to me.
Yeah, at least they're not killing you on homework and stuff, hopefully. Yeah. Letting it pile up and get bigger and bigger and bigger and then online learning is hard. Okay, I'm not cut out for online learning.
Oh, same
That's fair.
though. Like,
No, that's
it's
fair.
very hard for me to stay motivated
I
because I'm very much the type of person who's like, I like, because you know how important it is to separate your workspace from your like
yeah,
recreational space.
it's kind of
And I
hard.
don't have the space for that.
How?
And
How
so
could that
my
be bad?
brain is just like, no.
It's hard when your workstation is also a $2,000 computer that can play any video game that you can think of.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of video games in your Steam library that you haven't played yet.
It's also painful when your professor's a really shitty video lecturer.
Oh, have I gone off about this
Uh,
with the video lectures? So
Yes,
my
to an extent.
schooling, did I say it on the podcast though?
I feel like you touched on it, but I don't think you've gone off. Go off, Gamma, go!
All right, I'll keep it short. With my classes, we have the regular like, get on a Zoom call, meetings like 3 or 4 times a week for each class. But I also have like 2 hours worth of extra lecture material that I have to watch videos of.
mm.
And just getting to watch that is almost impossible because I'm like, I'm just going to waste 2 hours, but here's my homework and I don't understand any of it. So just trying to catch up with that stuff, it's just like, it's frustrating. I understand that part of it's like my drive along with my ADD kicking in super hard, which, by the way, I started some new stuff, so hopefully that fixes it. But yeah, so it's really hard to do online learning. I'm probably gonna fail like 2 of my classes this semester. So, out of 3. Whatever. Shit happens. But yeah, no, if you're struggling with online learning, just know that you're not alone. And I feel you. And I hope it turns out better for you once this whole COVID thing stops. Also, I got it's kind of been in the news. They had that vaccine that seems to be working 95% of the time. So we should be getting that in the near future, and
No.
hopefully things won't burn down.
No.
By the time we get it.
No.
What? No.
Don't touch that one.
Why?
Because scientific theories need 99.99% chance to be, or 99.99% passability to even be a theory that could be explored. Why would you touch something that's 95% accurate?
I'm cool with
Because the
that.
same thing could be said about condoms, but
I like those odds.
I'm waiting for second wave.
That's fine.
I'm waiting for the second one. Not the second wave of bad stuff, but second wave of vaccines.
The only reason I am mostly thinking about doing it is just because of the fact I have to go out for work and deal with people who don't like to wear masks. So the sooner I don't have to worry about fucking idiots, the better.
Did they say it actually?
I'm sorry.
But does it actually protect, or like, because you can't build?
Yeah, no, it's going to be antibodies. Basically, what the deal is, it took the RNA of the virus itself and set it up so that if the virus tries to reproduce, it'll kind of fuck it up and it'll just be like dead. At least that's the explanation I got.
So it's not like.
And the thing is, it's like they're not going to put it out until it's been approved by the FDA.
Of course.
Like I said, and there's the small chance, but at least I don't mind at this point just to not have to worry as much. It doesn't mean I can't be a carrier, like I could still be like if I have it and I can't get sick, but I have it on me and somebody else gets sick, that'd be fucked. You know.
So it's not going to be like the flu shot where you're not like where, or no, it's going to be like the
no, it's going to be like the flu shot, but the thing is, you can still give other people the flu if you have the virus on you. Right. Like that, I think that's how it works with the regular flu, if I remember right.
I don't remember my virology classes. It's been a long time.
I took biology once. That's it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, hopefully, it's good news. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm off of the podcast after about 7 or 8 more times, maybe I took a little bit too much of a chance. Hold a vigil and a manga for me.
No.
Just bury me with my manga.
I will bury you in a hole with body pillows.
You know,
cozy living.
That sounds pretty comfy, actually.
Yeah. Depending on the size.
True. Just make sure they're appropriate.
I mean, my girlfriend has a body size pillow of Sora, and
appropriate.
Oh yeah. It's just yeah. No, she's not fucked up, Gamma.
She's not a degenerate like me.
No, she's definitely not.
Okay.
But I remember it having some good like padding to it because I used it.
Oh yeah, they're very comfortable.
Like I hurt my neck or something like that, so we just like shoved it under my neck, and it was like, oh, this actually has some good padding to it, considering you're supposed to like hug it. But I mean, also the other thing about body pillows is like it's actually really good for people's spines or stuff like that. Like if you hug it a certain way when you're asleep, it can actually help you keep in place. So they do have a ergonomic or a physiological effect that can actually be good for you with sleeping. It's just everyone talks about squeezing the boobs.
Maybe I should get a body pillow.
You want me to make one for you?
What?
I'll put my ProPokeNoob on it.
I mean, I'll get a lot of questions, but then again, who's coming into my room?
I can get merch line. Sparse body pillow.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
That way, like...
Ask Matt to make the drawing and we'll throw it on a Dakimakura. That'll be great.
We could just take the image that I have and probably put it on a pillow.
Yeah, but that's like only half the body pillow, Noob. You need to have the buff-ass legs, too.
You know what? I never actually considered what would be the bottom part of a Dunsparce. Of the Dunswole.
The tail, maybe?
But he would have to... No, yeah, it would have to be like... I would imagine a double bicep on his tail near the drill.
Uh-huh. Something like that.
The drill it can flex.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't really want to think about that. I imagine he would still have kind of like...
Well, now you got to think about it.
I mean, he doesn't skip leg day. No one who works out with me would ever skip leg day.
He doesn't have legs.
But no, we don't know. There's no
image. He has a leg,
below.
his drill.
No, he's not Tigger.
What? Yes.
He doesn't drill around.
You know what? What am I saying? He doesn't have arms either, so the fact that he's flexing is kind of just, yeah, you know what? That's fine. I take it back.
Yeah. No, he would be stubby. He would have it would be like half of my thighs, and I'm not very tall at all. So it'd be like half of my quads and my femur, and then be knees, and then just like little stubby feet. Kind of like what his little hands look like to an extent. He doesn't have hands, but like, you know how like if you imagine if he had like little hands, they'd pop up, be like that, just feet. So he'd look like the really creepy Kirby picture. You know, the one where you give arms and legs to Kirby?
Oh, okay. So really quick, I was playing Scriblio with a friend while she was on stream the other night, and somebody had put in like custom, like, video game character, titles and names and whatnot. And so it comes to my turn. And I have the choice between The Legend of Zelda, BioShock, or Bayonetta.
Oh no!
Which I would like to point out is it's supposed to be Bayonetta, and now all I can think about is a gender bent Bayonetta.
Wait, it was actually spelled Bayonetta?
Yeah, like they put it in wrong. And I'm like, that's funny. And then somebody's like, yeah, Bayonetta. It's just Kirby, but Bayonetta. And I'm like, no, that's Poyonetta.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just devolved into the point where we're like, you know what? Poyonetta would probably just be Kirby with long ass legs and a gun.
Which is your style.
Oh yeah, no, I would kill for that.
Multiple guns.
Oh yeah, at least 2.
Gun
maybe
heels.
3.
It would open up its mouth and a gun would come out of its stomach.
Oh yikes!
It's basically just Bayonetta without the butt and just the small Kirby body.
No, you can fit it on the. No, Kirby becomes the butt. It's just an ass with guns.
What the fuck is this podcast?
Where's your mind been lately?
In the gutter, apparently.
On asses, apparently.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He mentioned the butt. Gamma wants to lick my car.
I did.
Can we forget?
I don't
forget that fact.
I don't understand how you get I want to lick your car from I'm not a moose. There is literally no correlation.
It was about moose licking cars. Anyways,
I was making a statement.
You're definitely making a statement right now, and I can't bring you near my 2001 Honda Civic.
Show you a statement.
Okay. Can you type a proper sentence?
No.
I didn't think so. You can't even show me a real statement.
Damn.
I'll show you my bank statement. It's very small.
Tomorrow's the 16th anniversary of WoW's original release? Wow.
Oh,
I
get it.
Joke, sorry, wow.
Oh, I get it.
I didn't mean to do that. Whatever.
Oh, you know why I was happy the other day?
Why?
It was simultaneously the anniversary of Oras,
Yeah,
Coliseum in Japan, the Nintendo DS, I believe. Some Zelda games,
so,
I can't remember. It was a lot of stuff, and I was just like, oh, this is a good day.
Mean.
It wasn't like Joe Merrick going like, okay, I'll stop posting now.
What?
Because he was like retweeting all the things that it was the anniversary of. He's just like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I thought that was just him saying that because he always posts when he gets a shiny, and like he does that a lot. Yeah. He's very lucky on Pokemon Go with those shinies.
Look, he's the face of he's literally the face of the common man's info to Pokemon. He deserves to have that kind of luck.
No, that dude's dedicated. I definitely what's the term? Respect,
idolize, adore.
No, respect. Like respect for the guy who's been doing this for how long now? He did it in the 90s,
20?
I think, right?
Yeah, 20-something years. He's
Late
been
90s?
I think it's 21. I think he started a year or two after Pokemon Red and Blue.
Okay, maybe it was the early 2000s. Something like that. But I know he's been working on it forever, and he's like done his best to like make sure that the information's accurate. I think there's maybe one time in the whole thing he's done where he's had inaccurate information on the site.
And he fixed it almost instantly.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, it happens though.
I give him props for that.
Gamma would lick Joe Merrick's car.
I mean, if I was a moose, maybe, but I'm not a moose. So.
Why is that even a problem?
I don't.
Why did the Canadian government decide
maybe
that was
because
a problem?
it's so cold that if the moose licks the car, it might get stuck.
That's what I was thinking. Like the moose, but the moose would walk away with you in the car, right? Like it would drag your car. Yeah,
they are in fact moose. So I'm pretty sure they're not the smartest individual animals.
Well, but aren't they dumb? I don't feel like they would just do that.
Listen,
my first thing. What?
I was gonna say if it's red, it probably tastes like candy. So
no,
I'd like something that's red.
No.
I don't know. I'm saying
licks everyone's tomatoes in their gardens.
I don't like tomatoes that much.
That's fair.
I don't know why.
Yeah, like when I imagine moose and car, I mean they don't. I don't think they have to be smart because they're like the biggest freaking animal. So unless it's a bear, like most times, remember when car meets moose, moose wins. Like unless you're hitting it with an 18-wheeler, that moose is going to win.
Wait, doesn't everyone lose though?
Yeah, the moose gets hurt.
Because
You
get
get
your
hurt.
car wrecked, and then the moose also gets wrecked.
Not all the time.
Not all the time?
There have been times, depending on, like, if you have a Yaris, like my girlfriend's sister has a Yaris. If that thing hits a moose, she's done. Right, the car is toast, but the moose will be fine. Like there have been. I remember a guide saying, like, yes, you will hurt them, but you also have to remember these things are like 13 foot, like 1 ton. Like they're beefy. They're like, I don't remember the stats, but they're beefy. And like my aunt, she's hit a deer before, like a male deer, and she's seen someone hit a moose, and like the moose will just get up after an hour and just walk away. Like,
yeah, but they're still hurt.
Like, imagine, you know that monster guy from the Goonies? Like, imagine hitting him over the head with a baseball bat. The baseball bat breaks. He just goes, ow, and walks away.
I mean, it looks like he got hit in the head with a baseball bat a couple times.
I mean, so you could tell that, he's bounced back.
I don't know if the term bounce back correct terminology there.
Sorry, bounced off? I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't mess with the idea is you don't mess with moose. You don't go unless you're hunting, and I don't know if you can hunt moose. I don't know all the details to hunting. I don't think you can at this time anyways.
I don't know.
You don't go and mess with moose. Moose are pretty much like the I don't know, what's the American equivalent? Like, what's something deadly you just don't go looking for in America? Don't be satirical.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the equivalent to trying to like punch down a murder hornet nest, right? You just don't go after a moose. It's just a bad idea.
Do we even have murder hornets anymore?
Yes. You still have like 1 or 2 nests. They found one.
They're probably gonna die. It's winter.
No,
actually, no.
They've
You
been
know
around for
what?
years.
It's not winter. It's bullshit.
We have
It's
snow.
still like 70. It was 70 degrees yesterday. It's not gone under 50. It's not it has yet to be autumn. There are still green trees outside of my home.
You're in summer too. Didn't you get the message?
Dude,
seasons are now like 9 different seasons.
Global warming is fucked.
Climate change is a problem.
Yeah, it's a very big problem. I have green trees and I'm scared.
Yeah, we finally have about 5 centimeters out. We're in a snow warning, so we're getting about 10 to 15 centimeters today.
I have yet to get snow. I hope it's not too bad in January and February. Because, I mean, that's when we got most of our snow, but the way it's been going, I don't think we will.
I mean, we're supposed to be getting a pretty snowy winter. It's supposed to be a cold and, like, vicious winter, so...
I've yet to see that.
Well, you're still in summer, too, so once you hit autumn, let us know, and we'll send it over.
Yes. Raz don't gotta worry about this. You're in California. You can just look outside, and it's still, like, 90 degrees.
I don't want it to be 90 degrees, though. It actually hasn't been 90 degrees. Let's see. What's the temperature today? It's 61 right now. Yeah, we've been in the 60s lately.
Oh, wow.
Yup.
So it's the same temperature in California as it is in New Jersey right now.
And then it gets down to like the 50s at night. Occasionally the not low 40s, the high 40s.
Well, we're literally the same.
It just dropped like 30 degrees. 20 to 30 degrees a night, that'd be awkward.
This is weird. I can say this. California and New Jersey have the same weather patterns at this point.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
Apparently it was snowing in Southern California one day, and I was like, why? Yeah. I don't remember what day it was, but people were saying it was snowing, and it was really weird.
Concerned.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thanksgiving's this week. Are you guys? Oh wait, never mind.
What do you mean, Gamma? It was a month
celebrated. Ago. He's done.
We might be going to my. Oh, you already celebrated? Oh yeah,
last month.
No, yeah. I heard words differently. I'm sorry. I thought Raz had already celebrated. Are you doing something, Raz?
Usually my family just makes a lot of food, and then we eat it together, and that's it. Huh?
Are you guys getting together?
Well, we don't really get together with extended family much at all. If anything, my uncle comes over, but I don't think he's gonna come over because
COVID.
traveling.
Oh,
Yes,
that too. Traveling's
tr-
hard. We're still
traveling, and then
debating.
you get the virus, and you're like, oh no,
Oh no, now my
bad
whole
things.
family's sick. That's another
Yeah.
thing. They're closing down the schools after Thanksgiving here.
Oh yeah, I heard schools were closing again.
Yeah, because they're
Finally.
like, we can't fucking trust none of y'all. You just don't come back. Take 2 weeks to not be here, please.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yep. Fun times. I don't know. What day
I've
is it
always
again?
found it's Sunday
Okay.
currently. I find like the hybrid schooling thing weird
Mhm.
and kind of unfair in the sense that this is gonna sound really weird, possibly. But like from what I understand from people I've been talking to, it sounds like the teachers just act like the entirety of schooling isn't online at all. And then students struggle when they get back into the classroom physically and they just get scolded for it. And it's like,
Yeah, I could see that. It's frustrating.
and I feel bad.
Yeah, me too. But mostly because I'm probably going to be one of those kids.
Oh no, Gamma!
I'm bad at school. Maybe I should just drop out.
No!
Maybe
Stop
I
that.
should just work at Pizza Hut for the rest of my life.
I mean,
I'm
that's
sorry.
a choice.
Undisclosed pizza joint.
Undisclosed giant pizza chain.
Completely
Yeah.
undisclosed. 100%.
Yeah. We have that new like Beyond sausage now. That stuff doesn't taste too bad. I could go vegan if shit tasted like that.
I mean, as a guy teaching during this time and hearing what multiple teachers have been doing, it's a mix of a lot of things, right? Like the first issue is the increased workload. Every student I have is doing things at like double the rate because what ends up happening is okay. How do I want to explain this in the most concise way so everyone understands how education actually works. So we have a curriculum you have to do over a certain amount of time, right? But in order for us to not just have students sitting around because we're not allowed to do that, we have to have something for them to do. We actually have to plan out months, if not the entire year, within like the first, like basically like the reason why we go back to school a month early as teachers is in August, we're planning out our lesson plans to like December. So we're trying to get that going as much as possible. So we have to be super clinical. And if we get ahead, it's one, a miracle, but two, it's also like it's planned to get at a certain point by a certain time. That's what you have to do. When it comes to being in school, especially in elementary school, I mean, I can't talk about university. University is just a whole other shit show, but I'll explain why it's a shit show. Because the pacing has been thrown off, it's multifold. Teachers don't know how to adjust something that they've planned to have where they can keep a student in class for 75 minutes at a time and then like know that, well, this day is all we can do here, so I can't give them more because then it would just be overloading. But when you move to online, people don't make the same connection that, their education or their learning day ends, right? So what ends up happening is now you have a teacher who's staring at the time that they can use and go, oh, I can give you this much because you're at home. We don't have to worry about people coming in and only having 75 minutes. Like now I'm with you for, even if like in elementary, I have like all my kids are elementary, right? They're there for 6 hours learning, but online, it doesn't feel like that because they're actually getting more work because they can give them more work, right? It's not about like, because, certain things that come into play when you're organizing stuff is when do you get to the printer? When do you, when are you able to have access to resources? If I didn't have a video because I'm sharing it with the other grade 6 teachers, now all of a sudden I do because it's online. So it plays out in a way where they go, well, we just have the time to do this, so let's just do it like this and go this pace. And if we finish quicker, that means you have time off later on. But that's not how it works, because then you have to sit there for like a month if you get way too ahead. Like I remember certain teachers were like 3 weeks ahead, even in high school. And you're just like, well, we have to do something, right? So you don't have to find them more stuff to do. So now what ends up happening is they don't know how to time it out and pace it out, and also accept that, hey, maybe if they finish quicker online, they can take more time to, relax, especially during a time where relaxation is kind of, needed. But they also haven't been able to translate the fact that people don't realize that you being in class for 75 minutes is a colossal fucking waste of your time. I hate that classes are 75 minutes long.
I agree.
Most times, teachers plan, depending on what you're talking about, we either plan out, like the most I've ever talked was 70 minutes, right, on a lesson. And that was like, they're not getting any homework after that. If I'm going to give them schoolwork, I would lecture and use notes and all that stuff for like 45 minutes maximum, because I want to give them time in class to work, so I'm not just giving everything for homework, and that they have time to consume. But generally speaking, if you think about that 3-hour lecture that you've done, I remember this. In a 3-hour lecture, the amount of time you're actually learning and not listening to like bullshit fluff of them just like trying to extend things and give examples and crap like that. Examples are useful, but the amount of time that's actually learning is about a third of that, in my opinion. When I listen to people talking, it's the same thing when you listen to a lecture. Like, when you're watching that YouTube video trying to learn like what's the best way to cut the fries, and it's like a 12-minute video, but like literally the learning part of it is like 2 minutes. It's just done for 12 minutes because that's the time they know that it'll get the algorithm. That's literally what education is, in my mind, and the way that I teach, right? Like, it's such a colossal waste of time to keep them there. But because you're online, and a lot of people have this mentality, well, you're at home, what do you have to do? It's COVID time. You don't have extracurriculars, right? It's COVID time. Like, you're at home, you can wake up, you're waking up in time for class, and you're ending class, but, you have everything accessible online, and online's easier than writing. You save minutes typing and shit like this. Like, that's the thoughts that go in to the reasons why we have this type of situation right now, where it's like classes feel heavier, because teachers don't know, they forget that, it's still schooling. But the online situation is not something that students are trained in. I hate learning online as well, too. I would rather learn from somebody teaching me in person, or just somebody teaching me in general, right? Like, just giving me a lecture that was recorded. Like Gamma said, they're terrible, right? By the way, I have a $5 that can help you with that. But like, they're terrible at it.
Do my homework?
No. To help education.
Oh, you mean like the Discord that my teacher said to join, and there'd be a bunch of physics tutors there that aren't just playing fucking Among Us? Did I tell you about that?
No, that's great though.
Yeah, so apparently my college is like, yeah, we have the Society of Physics Students where everybody talks about the physicals. Now,
physicals.
Yeah, so I asked for help because there's a place for physics help. I am the only one who posted in there, and nobody has answered me, and it's been almost 2 months.
God.
Oh no.
And the only thing I see in the general chat is, here's the Among Us code.
Oh my god.
You should just go into that Discord and say, this help from the physics TAs are quite sus.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Why? There is no way other than emailing my teacher to get a hold of them for questions, and I'm not going to write them an email for every question I have.
Well, yeah, of course.
I have friends that I've been trying to mooch off of, information-wise, who, by the way, thank you for all your help, Lorenzo. I'm probably going to get class anyway. But, it's like, I have that, but if I didn't have that, I'd be royally fucked. Even more than I am. So, like, it's a bunch of bullshit. There's no way for people to get help. People who have issues keeping up with class already are just going to fall further behind. People like me who aren't used to online learning. Like, I did this before. I've done online learning before. Back when I was sick and couldn't go to high school, I was doing online courses, and I was just failing miserably because it's a hard adjustment, and I'm just not cut out for it. I can't get myself to focus on it well. So it's frustrating, and it's like you said, the teachers are giving more work because they can. They have the ability to now. It's frustrating because I could barely keep up with what I was getting before.
But you know what also I believe, Gamma? I truly believe, because one of the good qualities of teachers is adaptation. right? Is reading a student and understanding or like understanding what that student's needs are. So like when I'm working with one student here, his teacher gives like next to no feedback, doesn't give a shit about grammar. So obviously the kid's not going to give a shit about grammar because the parents don't give a shit or don't know how to teach the grammar. And I'm trying to teach it, but I'm not the guy that gives the grade, right? They're very results based. Especially now, like we're all results based, right? We're putting a system where it's like results, and the process is kind of like it doesn't matter how you get there, just get the results. I got to tell you about the one kid who gets his teacher does the editing for them. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, but like the problem is, I bet you, even if you're in class with this teacher, they would be equally shit with helping you. Because guess what? You learn better in class. But what if someone doesn't learn better in class? I bet you that teacher would be equally shit with giving them resources. They're just a bad teacher. Because because here's the thing. You don't have to be good at Google Docs or at video recording to be as bare bones functional as possible to get the information across. The age of us writing each other's phone numbers on napkins is more than enough to share information. Why can't we do even the most bare minimum of that? I'm not saying like, hey, lecturers, put your notes on napkins for your students. But like, it's very simple to come up with ways to even make it adapt. Like, I suck at tech and I've been streaming for almost 6 years and I've made it work. Right? Is it the cleanest? No, but if I had a job where I was getting paid to get information out, even if it's not the cleanest and people told me it wasn't the cleanest, I could fix it up to be even passable. So the fact that like a teacher is not reading it, if you were to be like, hey, look, I have a really hard time struggling with learning online. Can you give me some tips or can we figure out a way to try and like adapt this or tell me how I can adapt this? And they can't help. That teacher's probably a failure anyways. That's how I see it. Like, I'm not saying everybody's a god at teaching when they're a teacher. Obviously not. But it's really funny to me when you look at a situation like this with COVID and I look at my students and I'm going, no, I bet your teacher just wouldn't give you fucking feedback anyways. No, it's not because they don't know how to do it online. They just wouldn't do it anyways.
I can see that.
I'd be very surprised. And I would like to be proven wrong, but I now have a very large sample size across the country of students who are just like their teachers just blow. And I'm like, yeah, online or in class, you're probably just luckier online because you don't have to face them while cursing them out under your breath going like, why can't you help me? I don't know. And it's not even about the whole, we're in the age of technology. No, it's not even about that. It's just like, you could figure out systems that have existed for decades. You can't be that far behind and maintain a job. And if you are, there are many people like that. But it's that stupid that, you're a teacher. You could figure out very easy ways. That's your job. Your job is literally to solve for a bunch of other people who have no idea what they're doing with education. That's our job. We clean up shit for other people who can't do it right. Like, I don't know. Online learning is tough. I have to teach a kid handwriting online.
Yeah, that one's a little tough.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, what? But here's the thing, like, even if it's not good, it's like I could turn the camera down to my hand, show him how I hold it, right, and then try and explain to him how to move it along the paper. That's as bare bones as it's gonna get. But even that is better than people who gave up and said they couldn't help this kid with handwriting. I'm like, you can't be a good teacher then. How did you not figure out to use the goddamn camera and use your hand and show it and kind of like do guidelines and have them like grab a grid paper or take a piece of paper that's lined and like make them measure out with a ruler to figure out where to write from point A to point B? Like these are things that go through my mind as a teacher. I thought that was supposed to be the point of me being a teacher and figuring out those types of situations to help others who are lost with that. You know what I mean? It's very weird.
Wait, okay, so you're teaching this child penmanship and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing like the thing where you outline like what they're supposed to write and they try to like follow it through. Is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, like for example, he's having problems with holding it in his hand. He actually like wraps his middle finger on top and like rests it on his ring. So I try to show him like, if you take your pencil and you slip it like I show him how I hold them. Like what I do is I slip it. If I make a ring between my thumb and my ring and my index finger, and I put the pencil in there, bring my ring finger down, just like I would teach karate, right? And then what I do is I just break the ring and then I rest my two fingers on top, right? Like that's how I teach him how to do it. And I show it on camera. And then I go, okay, now the way your pencil's going to make contact, if you point your pencil straight down onto the page, with your hand holding it, and then what you do is relax your elbow, now all of a sudden you're writing.
Yeah.
Like, it's using techniques like that, but the problem is that even teachers, like these teachers cannot figure out how to even look up how to even use those words. I'm not even using complex physiological words.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, is they have that weakness. And then on top of that, again, what Raz was saying, students don't know how to separate home from school because they've never had to. But now that they are, you know how you have, like, you know what your worst fear is, where you're answering emails after work? Like, my dad hates that, where it's just like email after email. He'd be like sitting at 9 p.m. and somebody sends an email saying for him, like asking if he could do something. He's like, fuck you. Because the man's like, I've worked more than enough. I don't have to do this shit.
Oh my god, yeah, that's my dad. Like, every single day he's worked, or like people will call him constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh.
But that's the thing. Like, they haven't learned, because the problem is they're not in a position like with content creation where we could say, okay, I'm done at 9. Right? Like, they can't put their own times on because they're just students. So they don't understand that. So neither do the teachers, though. Right? Because the teachers, they don't get, like my favorite one is a teacher sent them an assignment at like 9 p.m. I guess it took him too long to make it or something like that. And he's like, yeah, it's due Friday. It was like Wednesday night. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about when this came out. Just get this done. Like kids are waking up Thursday morning to this assignment.
He's literally telling them to just do it.
Yeah, like, because...
All right.
No, but here's the thing. The weird thing is, because, again, he believes that, because I gave it to him Wednesday night, but I'm giving them a whole day on Thursday to look at it. But, motherfucker, you wouldn't tell someone a test is happening to, like, 3 days from now without being in class. So why are you sending them resources without warning in the class before? Like, you could have even said Wednesday before, like, because I asked the student, like, did they mention that there was going to be an assignment he was sending? Like, no. So this guy literally just out of nowhere, I guess, didn't get to it on the Wednesday, then sent it to him that night. And then the next day he just told him, like, yeah, you've got the day. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, no, it is a fucking big deal. You don't do that in normal schooling. Like, people, like, students have to take breaks. Everyone needs a break from working all day, right? Like, they're students. They're not like you or I, where we have this age, like this understanding of, if we have this job, there are chances we'll be working outside. Like, teachers will be working outside, right? Teachers don't go home at 3 o'clock or 3:30. Some of them are there till 5:36 getting their resources done. But you know that going in. And even then, you can plan around so you're not doing that every single night. And if you're still doing that, then you're either 1, an overachiever, or 2, completely disorganized. Or 3, maybe you like it. Who knows? But students don't get that because we don't teach that stuff to them. And on top of that, their parents are probably doing the same thing, like what your dad's doing, Raz. So they're just like, yeah, this is normal. Yeah, get ready to wake up at 7 and then work till 8 p.m. and be on call for whatever you got to do. Like, it's stressing them the fuck out. And no one is focusing on let's teach them at home, because, again, they're already behind on their or they're supposedly behind because they're being given so much extra. And furthermore, they don't know how to sit in a different place in their house, because obviously either they don't have a place, or it's too noisy or too distracting. And generally their parents are still like, you sitting in the kitchen is going to make you hungry. That was one of the things with my students. Like, we were sitting in the kitchen and they were going like, yeah, we noticed that he gets really distracted when we come downstairs to make dinner during your session. Like, no fucking shit. He's going to be distracted because you're literally making dinner in the middle of our session. Yeah. It's not his fault for sitting in the kitchen. It's the best place for the room. So they eventually moved us, but I'm like, yeah, but you're making it sound like it's his fault for getting distracted when you're literally sizzling good smelling meat. Like, I was getting distracted. They're cooking some good shit behind me. But it's like, that's not their fault. Anyone would get distracted when you're cooking good smelling food in the place they're working. Like, that's again, they don't understand that, right? And then you have to have the adaptation. But the other adaptation is, because life is moving so quickly, now it goes to the basic fact of, well, yeah, you have this kid who's ending tutoring at 5:30 and has a soccer game at 6. So you have to start cooking during his tutoring session, make sure he eats on time to get to his soccer game. That's a you problem. That's your fault for literally making it so tight for him. And then you're like, well, he's getting distracted too. I'm like, even if you put him in the thing 5:30, there's still issues. Like, it's a big systemic problem. I like this rant a lot better than the other rants we're going to have today. This is a good one. It feels a lot less aggravating because it's just a problem that has existed for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we haven't had online learning, it's like blended learning should have been something that people blended hybrid, whatever you call it, should have been like ready to go for 10, 15 years because we had the technology to do that. But even then we should have had a system set up where we were already talking about closing schools and limiting it, but somehow people wanted to do that without imagining that this is the way to do it. Like, that's weird to me, where they just wanted to cut labor and simplify education and leave it to less teachers and they could teach more without considering, like, what would be the way to do that? We don't have 7 teachers with 100 kids in the class each. You would have to do online, but you're not ready to do it, even though this has been in the works and talked about, or not. Well, I mean, it's been talked to the people you're threatening to fire, but not to the people who are setting up to legitimize you firing. You know what I mean? Like, it's all kinds of fucked up. And I feel bad for students learning online. Like, during this time, this would be hard for me too. Like, I'm kind of lucky I'm not in school right now because I most certainly learn better from someone teaching me. Now, if they were teaching me online and I'm watching, yes, I'm okay with that, as long as I'm learning from someone. But videos, no, I very much struggle from learning from videos. And partially, it's me sitting there going, actually, I did have one online class that gave me videos, and the entire time for the 2 hours, I was just sitting there and judging how she was speaking. Like, I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, this is shit.
Oh my god,
this is bad. Like you know how you're in audio. Raz knows this when she's listening to a song, and I'm just like, damn, this is a good boot tune. She's like, but it's not 4/4 consistently. The bass is off. Or my dad, when we're watching a video, was like, the green screen's slightly off. I'm like, Dad, stop it. Like, that's me with people with their speeches. Someone's saying, like, this super touching speech about, like, their daughter has died and how they've turned their life around after cancer. I'm sitting there going, man, your intonation is absolute garbage.
Like,
sorry about your daughter, but garbage.
Patterns.
Garbage. Yeah. I'm just sitting there. Like,
people end the sentences the same way over and over again. You catch on, and it gets so annoying. Or, like, the thing my professor does is that he'll talk very slowly and then he'll just sigh in the middle of the side. Just like, I can't watch this lecture. I can't. Like, I've had video lectures before where they've been professionally recorded by the professors of that department, right? And edited and everything, and there's graphics, and they're good video lectures. But the shit I have for this class is not that. It's just my professor sitting at his computer with his webcam on, going through things and sighing constantly. And it's the most painful thing ever. And I physically can't watch it because I just feel so emotionally drained afterwards. Mm-hmm. I've just been like, I'm just gonna Google everything. I don't want to sit through this lecture. It's too painful. It's too much.
Trust me.
Don't like it.
I have 2 things that tilt me. One, people excessively use or like, and I use like a lot because I'm linking a lot of ideas. But people who are like talking like this, where they link likes together, I'm just sitting there going, how the hell did you do that? How do you live? Exactly. See, like, but that's a comparison. When you like, how do you
also like
make it where you like talk like they literally fucking sound like they're in a nice analogy, William Shatner who's being electrocuted.
You know that video of that one kid who butchers that line from Hercules? No. I can't remember what the thing is specifically, but he said something like, did you ever something like you could do anything?
Sorry, I don't understand. There was 2 words in that very long sentence.
That's basically I can't remember specifically what the video is, but it makes me upset because that's basically what the kid says, where he's just like, could you do dude, that you could do anything? And then he has like this big ass grin on his face. Someone out there knows what I'm talking about. I need to find this now. Oh my god.
Okay, but you know what the other thing is though? The other big pet peeve when I hear students, when they end like they're speaking every sentence like a question, where they do the intonation at the end and they keep raising it like this, where they sound like they're getting boosted by a rocket ship every time up their butt. and then everything is so exciting, and that they could be talking about the Amazon rainforest, and then all of a sudden it just goes, holy crap, it's so great. Did you know that there are 17 pounds of fat in butter? And that's a question, but then they keep going. It's like, yes, it was very exciting. I'm like, how the fuck? Who taught you? Who are you? Like, were your parents on helium the whole fucking time when they were raising you as a child? Like, what the fuck? How do you do that? How do you do that? At least have a little bit of variety if you're gonna be uppity on every ending of the sentence. But that's stuff I judge. I'm trying not to be that type of person, but literally someone could be giving this super awesome speech, and I'll just be sitting there going, I'm really glad that you turned your life around, but holy fucking shit, stop talking. I'm trying not to be that person.
Oh, I found it.
You found it?
There we go. I need to copy the URL. I thought I did.
You said Hercules. Oh, no, this is Gamma posting it. What the hell is this?
No, it's some kid who butchered a line from Hercules, from what I understand.
You want him to do you so much that you could...
If you look up, you can do anything, kid. It's the first thing that comes up.
What the fuck? Hold on.
It's trying so hard.
You wanna you fuck.
What?
That's what I was thinking of when you were talking about people.
I feel
like
bad laughing at it.
I have a gift for this. I have a
He was
picture for this.
probably so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
I've got one. Hold on. This is what I use for reading, but just replace reading and just put listening to it. Here we go. Okay. Come on. Here we go.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh no. Godzilla had a stroke trying to read this and fucking died.
Oh, you don't know where this... I posted what one of my grade 8 students wrote, and it was literally... Like, I've shown you the garbled mess that some of my students have written before. So I posted that while I was in a session, and my friend just drops this on me, and I swear to God, I have never almost broken out so hard laughing in front of a student ever. And I felt super bad because, like, I rarely break face, and I actually broke a grin because it's just like the fucking funniest and most accurate image I've ever seen.
I feel
stuff
bad.
that I actually read. No,
that's hilarious.
I know. It's like, it's so... At least he knew it was bad, but when he dropped it, he dropped this image. It's so true. I have enough power to drop many Godzillas in many timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I feel the struggle right now. You can't always blame everybody, right? Some people are legitimately trying to make good online content. It's an adjusting period for a lot of people. It's just very, very unfortunate that it gets construed with teachers who actually just don't give a fuck and are trying to continue not give a fuck versus the ones who are actually trying to make a difference and either mess up or don't mess up, but at least they're trying to make a difference because it's again, I've talked multiple times about the cracks in the armor of education and its inherent weakness in being able to adapt and maintain good quality. And frankly, this is the time. COVID's done great things. COVID has done so many great things. Movements and wokenness galore.
True.
Ignoring the, bad part of people getting sick, but...
And dying.
I mean
and having long-term health problems.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we
got the bad stuff.
We got a decent amount of clarity for shitty things that have been going on for a while. Yeah, 2020 hindsight. There we go.
But it's because it's thrown people out of their comfort zones, right? They no longer can hide behind whatever they're hiding behind. So it's like, I choose opportunity over choosing doom and gloom. I choose it and go, this is going to push healthcare forward. This is going to push a lot of things forward.
Really going to push healthcare forward.
I wish it would.
I mean, okay, sorry. Look, I'm not in.
Yeah, you guys
USA.
are fine. You guys are fine. We'll just sit over here and pay thousands of dollars for a blood test.
I mean, yeah, here's the thing, right? Like, it's the reality is even Canada is falling for the whole like competition to get the best vaccine and shit like out there, but that is going to falter, especially because they're seeing it as a good opportunity to like bounce ahead and be the #1 medical in the world and fucking shit like this. But it's not going to be sustainable as much as they try to do that. So unless they literally create a monopoly around that stuff, it's not going to happen. You're only going to have asshole nations or asshole leaders, rather, not even nations, asshole leaders who have already been trying to do this for years and just didn't have a good excuse to do it. Now they do, to try and pull that off. So I still believe in opportunity. Look, something can only, like, you can only burn a tree down to its stump before eventually nothing's left, but we're not trees, luckily, so something's gonna stop it.
I'm pretty sure trees can grow back after that, right?
If they're burned properly, yes. If it's a natural ring of fire and it's going through its proper roasting phases, if you will.
Yes, but what if somebody has a flamethrower and is just continuing to burn down the tree until nobody has any hope left for that tree?
Well, like I said, humans are not trees, which means somebody's going to flamethrow them right back.
Wait, so it's weird for Gamma to clarify that he's not a moose, but it's okay for you to clarify that we're not trees.
Yeah, what the fuck, noob?
Mine was poetic.
Maybe I am a
His is
tree.
straightforward.
Wow! Are you saying Gamma can't be a poetic person?
That wasn't even remotely close to what I was saying. What? Now you're twisting words, Raz. Wow. Where's my mind been? Where's your mind been? Have you been reading a book that you shouldn't be reading or something? You're talking to people who are bad influences and are going to make you do drugs and shit like that?
Okay, I was.
You have to go talk to your
I have
guidance
no idea where you're
counselor?
pulling this from.
But
okay.
Scrolling down Twitter.
Are those macarons?
They're fucking clam. They're fucking clam macarons.
What's a macaron?
It's little shelders. They're little clam macaroons.
Isn't it? Oh, it's a macaroon. Is it macaron or macaroon?
You could say it either way. I think.
Oh,
I think
so
it's
cool.
like, yeah.
I feel like
it's
people
so
yell
cool.
at you if you say it macaroon because
Fuck
those are
'em.
technically
I don't give a
different.
fuck.
Macaron.
But people pronounce them as both, I'm pretty sure.
I'll pronounce it however the fuck I want. I don't give a shit. I'll call it macaroni if I fucking want. You know what I'm talking about.
Dumbass or jerkface. Same thing.
It's delicious and adorable, so fuck y'all.
It is delicious and adorable. These are so cute.
I love the tongues. I need to make these. I need
Are those like fondant tongues?
They have to be.
Yeah.
I can kind of see. It's like I'd have to think how to get that glossy inside cream, along with I guess making those little fondant tongues.
You know what my favorite thing about the picture is?
What?
How the eyes are put in the perspective of how they used to draw old Victorian art, where you have the orange Shelder like staring at the other one, the other one's like looking up sheepishly, and then you look at the second picture, and that orange one's staring at it, the other one's just staring forward like, duh, I'm Dart.
3 different directions.
Yeah. It says 2 eyes are looking in 3 different directions.
They did really good with the shiny too.
Yeah, they did.
That's great. Oh, that's awesome.
Cute.
People are so creative. I wish I could do this shit. I'm just gonna quit school and become a baker.
Do it.
I love these.
I live for these. I am saving. I'm bookmarking this because it's too adorable.
They're so precious.
Sorry to derail the podcast, but this had to be shared. People, if you want to find these, I'll retweet them on my Twitter.
They're so good.
This is the
These
podcast
are so adorable. Live tweeting this right now.
Are you gonna fleet it?
How the fuck do I fleet? Oh yeah, that came out.
Oh my
How
god.
the fuck do I do that on the computer?
You
access
can't.
that. Where is that?
It has to be on your phone.
What?
Alright,
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna fleet.
Oh wait,
real
no,
quick,
hold on. No,
guys.
you can't.
Live
Hold on.
fleet.
You should be able to.
Nah, live fleet. Let's go.
Live fleet. How do you do it? No, you can't do it on the computer. I think you have to do it on your phone.
That's so dumb.
I'm so mad.
I'm sure they'll come out with it eventually.
Capture.
You definitely can't do it from TweetDeck. You have to do it from from Twitter once they put it on there. Or do you
Continue.
do this? Add, remove, user. Oh, block AmaGamma. That's a good idea.
I mean, that's fine.
Can I share it?
Do
No.
what you gotta do, man. That's fine.
You can't even look at fleets on the computer.
How the fuck? Do I have to restart my phone?
What? No, Gamma.
No, my camera doesn't work sometimes. I'm gonna do the live fleet. Just give me a minute.
Well, that's
You guys do what you're doing. I'm so mad. My
fleets came out. We could talk about all the technological things that have happened. Fleets came out. You could pay for affiliate. You could no longer pay for affiliate. Predictions came out. People cheated at Fall Guys because they're fucking morons.
Oh yeah, I know.
A brilliant business move. Super Mario Sunshine Platinum Edition that Raz posted. Linkus is dead and will never come back. Smash is dead.
Okay, wait. Let's go down the list and
Nintendo is gonna destroy my whole career. What else do we got here?
Are you going through the podcast chat? Oh, I forgot
Oh my god!
Oh, I forgot I posted this thing.
Kitty 8 song won't leave my head because it's really good.
What?
But it's like inherently hot too, and I hate it. The Katie 8 song that I posted.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
I have a weird. I don't know. I have a weird thing where I find songs that have hooks that are just sounds just very. I don't like. I don't know.
I'm concerned.
Wait.
It's
Raz.
like it reminds me of Justin Bieber made a song called "Yummy," and the chorus is absolute garbage. It just says "yum yum" a bunch, and it's really bad.
Excuse me a sec. I gotta go puke in Canadian.
I mean, he's yours, not ours.
I don't want him. Take him. I don't want. He's like born 45 minutes away from me. Please take him.
That's great.
Hold on, let's see.
Raz, can I do Game Jam and you do like my super angry at Twitch thing?
Sure. I didn't have a Game Jam in mind for today. I don't really. I forgot. I don't really plan these out, as you can probably tell, because I have nothing at the moment. I'll think of something. If you stall for me, if you come back to me.
You want me to do my segment real quick?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gamma's got a new segment.
Yeah, I got a new segment.
Does it have an intro song?
Everyone's an asshole. So. Oh wait, how do I? I'm sorry. I'm trying to live fleet as we do this. Why is it orange in the background? I need a different color.
Why is it? What do you mean? Why is it orange? Who's orange?
Do I have to? I have to. Yeah, gosh dang it.
I'm gonna live fleet us trying to live fleet. Here we go.
Oh no.
Hold on, there we go.
Here we go. Okay. Live fleet.
All right,
live fleet. Wait, you can live fleet? How do you live fleet? I can only fleet.
No, never mind. Okay, no, I'm fleeting. It's okay.
I was gonna say,
I'm on fleet. All right, there we go. I live.
Every time I hear on fleet, I hear on fleek, and I hate it.
Yeah, that was the joke.
I feel like that was the joke.
Oh,
yeah.
It was the joke.
Oh, okay.
It was my joke.
Okay, keep talking for a second here. They can't hear.
All right. That's fine. So my new segment. Who's the asshole? Okay, so I manage at our local little pizzeria, and as you all know, the customer is never right, and they're usually an asshole. This one I actually kind of felt bad about, but I wasn't sure. I had to ask, who is actually the asshole? Was it them or was it me? So we have, during the times of the COVID, we have a curbside
in Cambria.
Yeah, we have a curbside option for people to pick up their food, and we'll take it out and whatnot. So here's the deal. I get an order for that, and it pops up on my screen. Now, I didn't take this order because they had called, and I guess I wasn't able to pick up fast enough, so it went to our local little call center down the street, who fucks up 24/7. So basically, they called in their order, and they said, I'm in the parking lot. Guess who sure as fuck didn't tell me that they were in the parking lot? The call center.
Oh no.
So after about an hour, this lady comes in and she's visibly upset and distraught. Like, I've been waiting in my car for half an hour for my food. What is taking so long? And I'm like, your food is right here, ma'am. I had no idea that you were even out there. Nobody gave me any indication that you were here. I didn't get a call or anything. And she's just losing it. She's getting really upset. You know, she's not cursing or anything, but she's really like mad and stuff. And I'm like, I feel bad. Oh my God, she's been sitting there for half an hour. But how the fuck was I supposed to know? And she's like, yeah, I talked to your call center. I talked to somebody on the phone and said I was here. Like when I made the order. And I'm like, well, they didn't tell us, lady. So what am I supposed to do? And then she left with her food. And I was just like, wow, that's the one bad thing that happened tonight. I'm super bummed. So in this situation, I'm not really sure who the asshole is. Because honestly, I think it's the call center at this point. But also the sign where you park in front that says curbside pickup also says please call when you are here, or mark it on the app that you're here. Otherwise, we won't know you're here. So I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Is it me, the lady, or the call center?
Wait, so when you call to say that you're there, do you call the call center or does
No, they call the store, and we usually I was picking up all the
okay.
calls because I knew that there was a curbside coming in. So I was making sure that the phone got answered every time. But when she initially called to place her order, I wasn't able to get to the phone, I guess, and she had put it through that. And when she was speaking to the call center, she said, I'm in the parking lot.
Oh,
Now that does not help
that's just a
me.
weird miscommunication thing.
Yeah, they super didn't tell me anything. So this lady's sitting in her car with the lights off and everything. I thought the car was just parked there because sometimes people do that and it's weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just a big old miscommunication. Or just the call center being stupid.
I feel like the call center just forgot that incredibly important detail.
Yeah, the one where the person's there to pick up their food.
Yeah.
Also,
they
why
don't
would you
want to
sit
have to
for...
call twice.
Yeah, but why would you sit for half an hour, though? That's the thing. Like, I don't... If it was half an hour, I would have called a little bit before that, personally.
See, I feel like I'm also that type of patient person who would just wait.
No, I know.
You
I
know?
feel that. Yeah.
And then once it got really awkward, then I would try calling again.
You wouldn't come in visibly upset that you waited half an hour for your food?
No, I would just be very awkward about it.
See? That I can take. I'm a very emotionally soft child, so when people are upset, I get upset.
Mm.
Like in the way that it's like empathetic, not to the point
Oh
where
yeah,
it's like,
same.
yeah. So I guess today we've deemed the call center is an asshole.
We need a gavel.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Hold on. Does this sound...
break things? It sounds like you're breaking things. Is that like a dish or something?
No, it's my phone.
Oh, I heard
It's a very
jingling.
strong phone. It's got a case on it and everything.
Veggie chips, go. How's that?
That was very loud for veggie chips. I just gotta say.
It was the can.
You have a can of veggie chips?
Yeah. It's a tin can.
Like,
what?
Is it like how you...
It's like Pringles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought you meant like a can, like fucking canned like carrots or some shit where you gotta get a can opener and...
No, we don't have canned stuff here, Gam. We use bags.
Oh yeah, true.
No, we have canned stuff.
Yeah, you bag your veggies and you can your milk. I see how it is.
Actually, we have both of both, but the point is...
Oh my god. I don't know. All I know is that was a frustrating night. I have a lot of other ones that I'll save up for other times. But this one was kind of the one that just happened most recently.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it was my first complaint as a manager, so...
Nice.
At least I have one of those now.
Wow! Gamma got a complaint.
Yay, I'm an asshole.
No, they're the asshole.
ProPokeNoob did the thing.
I clapped?
Ah, shoot, I should have done the thing where I
fleeted your fleet, see?
Oh, man.
Wait, where can I...
On your
your
Flitter Twitter app. on your fleet or
You know,
Twitter
this
app.
is just
Is there a
Instagram
different
now.
page for that? Where do I go?
No, so like you have to
All
go
the
on
way
your
at the top.
phone. It's at the top. It has like a bunch of people's names and bubbles. I'm like, wait, do we have like a friends
Wait,
list
do I
now
have
on
to be on
Twitter?
my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I deleted Twitter off my phone because it kept distracting me.
But I have 3 fleets on there,
Yeah, just turn off
Raz.
notifications.
Oh,
Just turn off notifications.
This is a momentous day. I finally figured out how people edit stuff. I didn't know you didn't edit it in Twitter. You have to do it outside of Twitter.
Oh my god, no.
How?
Like, you know how, like, okay, you look at my fleet, right? How I put like fleeting AmaGamma, fleeting the podcast.
No, it got rid of your fleet for me. I gotta look for it now. There
What
we
do you
go.
mean? It's at the top still.
No, not for me. I already looked at it. What, the bubble thing you have? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
like, you know how I put text on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you put text in Twitter before posting. I didn't know you had to actually edit it on your phone and then just upload that. I thought it came with all of that stuff. So, like, when people are putting, like, all this emoji spam, I'm going, the fuck are they finding these things? I'm, like, on here, I'm trying to put emojis in the message, but it's not putting it on the picture. And I just happened to click edit by accident on my phone. I go, oh. Well, now I guess I can make cool-looking videos.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
And also look like a 22-year-old individual.
I feel
So, yeah,
old now.
I put like a snow emoji with the thumbs up because it's snowing today. Yeah. What do you mean you're feeling old? My birthday's in 4 days.
I wish it would snow. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right, it's November. Oh, it's November.
Yeah, it's the end of November. It's close to
Oh.
my birthday.
Yeah, 26.
Thank God I finally got my notes back.
I'm glad you remembered because I don't remember your birthdays. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Just tell me.
It's okay.
No.
Mine's April 27th.
Damn it. Why'd you tell them?
I mean, it's also a pinned message in my Discord.
Is it?
Oh, did I pin it?
because
Oh my God, I pinned it so I would remember. I'm such an idiot.
someone pinned it.
I
Who
think
pinned
it's
it?
gotta be me. Yep,
think
I
it was
pinned it.
Stufa.
Jesus Christ. No, it was me.
It was
Raz's
wait,
birthday is April 27th. I pinned it March 12th.
Wait, you're not a mod in my Discord though.
I was able to pin it. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Stufa.
It's
I'm pretty
pinned
sure.
in general.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, he pinned it for me. Oh, he did pin it for me.
The real
Okay.
doof is Noob.
No. ProPokeNoob, thank you very much. Jackass.
Oh, yeah, I guess Noob's birthday is the 26th of the November.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I'm not streaming. I can't do anything for it, actually.
That's fine.
Aw.
Because I start my new student that night, so like literally I can't even see my girlfriend until like 8:30.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Sucks.
we're doing ye old tradition of ice cream cake and whatever the hell happens. So
Whatever.
and
Nice.
starting D&D.
D&D?
Yeah.
What?
We're restarting my friend's campaign. So
see
I
how-
rebuilt my favorite Dragonborn monk. Well, not favorite, but like my Dragonborn monk is all I do because this is like the 3rd time playing.
Monks are busted.
I mean, I just like the idea of being an acrobatic monk. I don't care how strong they are. Although I did get a really good roll. I have like 18 dex, 17 strength to start.
Oh, wow. Is this
But,
monk
like-
also super suspicious of everybody he meets?
No. So his backstory is he I don't know how he got to the point, but basically he lives alone because his family died, and he became an herbologist because he found nature was the only companion he could have because his charisma's low. So
Herbologist, huh? That's the
Yes.
word you use him
So
for.
I have a mortar and pestle and a sundial. So I don't know what the campaign is, but essentially my family died and I turned to nature to be my only friend. And I'm also stupid as fuck because my intelligence is 8.
Oh no.
No, sorry, no. I'm very wise and intelligent. I'm not charismatic. That's what it is. My
Okay.
charisma's a 9. Yeah. So I will not be talking to anybody in the campaign. Makes it easier for me. I just go beat people up. Perfect. Do exactly what you're not supposed to do in D&D. Fight everybody.
All right, murder.
Or do I mean that's what I do, okay? I play games to kill shit. Or I guess puzzle once in a while. Or make friends, I suppose. But the point is I play games to kill shit.
I guess.
Yeah.
That reminds me, we gotta finish up that second one off.
I gotta make my own campaign.
3 off.
I gotta learn how to play D&D so I can make a campaign.
Did I tell you that we continued the one shot from when it was all? Yeah, so it ended up we're like 3 sessions into it. It was supposed to be a one shot again, but we got caught up on the fact that like some grapes had necrotic energy. So now it's just to the point where we're like talking about how it's the evil grapes killing all the people and stuff and making them bedridden. And then Ox ate one of the evil grapes. So we're losing our collective shit because she's gonna die because of evil grape. And the only thing that can save people is a magic mahogany desk.
Oh! So what you're saying is Raz is subject to the grapes of wrath.
Basically.
Nice.
What? I completely just...
And by Raz you mean Ox, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that, yeah. They're the same person, remember?
I forgot.
I was about to say, where'd I come from?
I don't know.
Look, I stopped confusing my sister's girlfriend and her friend with each other's names, so I need to fill the void. So now you, Marie, and Ox are just the same person.
No.
It has to happen. Like for every yin, there's a yang. For every curse that is cured, someone else must be cursed. So since I have to live with this curse eternally, somebody has to suffer for it. And congratulations, you're the lucky one. Come on down.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
If you want to learn how to DM, we could do it together because I'm learning how to DM too.
Ooh. I mean, I have the story. I just need to learn how the mechanics work so I can actually like make the story. Like I can write the story, but I need to learn because I remember Marie telling me I can make a campaign and then any mechanics that are kind of the not afterthoughts, but like any of the semantics of what you have to do with roles and stuff can just come after, as long as you build a decent enough campaign that gives good story, good direction, progression, whatever you want, right? So that's why I'm like, if I could build the story, which is based on my board game, and make that work well, and then get used to the mechanics of D&D just through playing and talking to the people and learning it, then I'm in a good spot, at least in my opinion. So,
are you going to make your players do pre-made characters, or are you gonna have to or have them like just jump into the world of that said board game?
No. They'll make their own. So basically, it will have the story of my board game, but they'll build based on D&D characters.
Gotcha.
It just makes it easy because like I know. Well, sorry, I don't. Like I know what the end goal is that will give them the most out of the story, but obviously, I'm not going to try and make it super restricting, although I am going to be that asshole that goes like, okay, you guys can't go here right now. Or like come up with like, basically I'm calling it a you have to roll 21 situation. Because my friends are very much like, we'd like to kill this dragon and sell its head. And they just fail and they killed the campaign within 10 minutes. So considering I'm not putting multiple hours into that, I am going to be...
Reset.
Huh?
You could always reset.
Well, I'm going to do what Marie did, where she kind of like, she didn't completely, with her one shot, where she didn't completely restrict it, but it's like, there are X number of paths, and like, you can't do everything that you can do. Because otherwise, like, I know we're just going to be resetting nonstop. They do it all the time. So it's just, and I don't want to have to do it 2 or 3 times and be like, okay, fine, we're done trolling. Because it's just like, I want to put a lot of direction into it. I'm sure Marie can yell at me after the podcast. She listens to it, if she listens to it. But, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I was still scrolling down Twitter and I realized that there was a reply. And they're even derpier and I love it.
Oh god.
Sorry. But yeah, no, I got you. We'll definitely we'll figure it out together.
Like I don't care about quote unquote DMing wrong because I'm just playing with my friends. I'm not trying to become a DM. Like I'm not trying to become a DM for others per se and be like the, because I keep reading all this stuff about how to be a great DM and I'm sitting there going, this feels like a lot of pressure and I don't want some random sweaty asshole from, Delaware telling me that I'm not a good DM because I didn't follow the 10 great steps of being a good DM.
That's really specific.
Okay, but the point is, I don't care about other people. Like, if they're going to tell me to be a bad DM, they're going to stop playing. So, or I'll work with them to make the story good. I don't plan to bring this to others unless it's like
that's what a good
friends.
DM is.
Yeah, like outside of friends, I don't see myself doing this. So, people like Raz, you, Marie, maybe Ox, definitely Tim, and he has to use Fireball.
I'm mad.
I will literally design a room where the only solution is you have to fireball somewhere.
We have told that part of the campaign before, right? Or the one shot. Like, did we talk about it on the podcast?
You'd have to ask Raz because it's hard for me to remember.
Raz, did we talk about it on the podcast? What Tim did when he fucked up?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yeah, motherfucker throwing fireballs everywhere. Had that motherfucker fooled. He was fooled. I had it all set. But
Like me-
fireball.
Like me that night with Among Us.
Oh my god. That was fun. Alright, I guess we should we talk about the stuff that we threw in the chat?
I don't know. No, this is Raz's time. Oh wait, no, I didn't do I have to do the game. Wait, no. Wait, Raz, are you still looking to do the game jam?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll be the angry noob this time and just yell at shit.
Wait, did you say what about game jam?
You're doing a game jam,
I
right?
missed the thing.
No, remember where I said like I was gonna trade with you? You be the angry person at Twitch, and I'll be the bop bringer.
Oh no, I don't want to trade.
Oh no! Oh, thanks. That makes me feel good about my position.
You're welcome.
Damn it!
But today's game jam is a Toho song. I don't think I've actually chosen a song from Toho as the game jam yet, which is kind of surprising for me. Let me send it to you guys.
No, Discord will give us a DMCA.
Discord? Oh no, I'll get DMCA my Discord.
Yeah, the Discord music.
Jesus.
Oh, those tongues are big, Gamma. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right? And
they look really good for licking cars.
The eyes are even derp. Listen, they're clams, not meat.
They look like they're being choked. Like they look like their eyes are gonna pop.
They're not me, Snoob.
Moose
eyes won't pop either.
Oh man. But today's game jam is it doesn't even say what the title of this is. It's Nightfall's. It's Nightfall's Evening Star from Toho 15.5, which is one of their fighting games. I really like the soundtrack for this game, and I want to say the previous game too? Or is it just this one and the one after it? I've not kept up with the numbers in a while. But a lot of different producers or composers, musical artists, musicians, whatever you want to call them. A bunch of them who have been involved in the community that just makes a shit ton of Toho arrangements have been they were brought on to just make music for these games, and it's kind of insane. And so this is one of them, and it's a lot. There's a lot of Russian hard bass comments in the comment section, and it's pretty dope.
I really like
it's pretty dope. Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a leprechaun was strapped to a sitar. Because it sounds Irish at one point. And it just sounds like it literally sounds like a leprechaun stuck on a sitar and they're just like playing his face across the strings.
Yep.
It goes hard in ways that I don't usually listen to, but it does sound good when it goes hard. I don't know about Russian bass. I don't know what the hell that means, but
I haven't really listened to Russian hard bass, so I'm not super familiar with the genre, but if you go down in the comments section, you'll see people talking about it.
Oh, that's good. I'll talk to that guy from Delaware. Excellent.
Yeah.
Why is he in Delaware? Why does he have to be in Delaware?
It came to my mind. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm thinking of George Washington or who the hell swam the Delaware.
Swam
the Delaware.
I think they boarded the Delaware. I don't.
Didn't
they sail the Delaware?
Or something like that.
They crossed the
weren't
Delaware.
in the water. It was cold.
I don't know what you would call it. There were boats involved.
Yeah, I guess they sailed. Okay, they sailed the Delaware, and it was fucking freezing. If they swam it, they would have died.
Or was there a boat and everyone else just went through the water?
Are you talking about that one picture, maybe? I think it's that one picture.
George Washington going across the Delaware, yeah.
Delaware
picture. It's George Washington
how do I spell
thing.
Delaware? Delaware boat.
Delhi? Where? No, I'm kidding. It's not Delhi.
George Washington. There we go. All right, give me the image.
Oh, wait. Now it's a Japanese leprechaun being dragged across the sitar.
What?
Oh, you reached the part where it goes into 3/4, yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah, yes I did. Yep.
Yeah, it goes into halftime and there's a oh my god, meter change. There we go. I can words.
Oh, there was several boats. And there's ice in the water. There's literal blocks of ice in the water.
Yeah.
They were very cold. That is very thin clothing they are wearing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was the 1700s.
I guess. I mean, they could have wore some animal fur or something. I don't know.
But they need to be able to fight the peoples.
You can't fight with a fur coat on? Looking bougie
you're
as
not
fuck.
very mobile.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
I personally haven't, because I haven't been in that situation before.
Wait. Gamma's fought with a fur coat on? He is a moose. I knew it.
You've never been to war, Raz? Like, what the fuck? We're American. You should be able to...
Yeah, remember? War of the Moose!
Should have came out the womb with the gun.
Oh my god, Gamma's been Canadian the whole time. He's a moose. He says he's fought in fur coats. They lost, but they took him when they tried to try and do the Canadian takeover thing. We fought back, but he walked across the border. Then he became the moose in America. Then he took off his fur coat. The man's like 200 years old. Moose lived for a long time. Oh my god, Gamma's a moose. He wants to lick my car.
I have no fucking clue what he's going on about.
I don't know either. But also regarding the game jam, I just am one of those people who is really weird and likes when you mash as many genres together as humanly possible. I think it's very chaotic and amazing.
Raz confirmed chaotic neutral.
So that might be part of the reason why I really like the music.
I gotcha.
Is that like why you like Gen 4 music?
Gen 4 music isn't that chaotic.
But like it has a similar sound to it.
Giratina is kind of
over the place. Yeah.
Chaotic. Yeah, I love that. That's my jam.
Yeah, that's what I thought so.
So yeah.
Oh. All right.
Maybe if they do it well, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Raz got to jam the games. Now Noob gets the angry old man Canadian.
I haven't even turned 29 yet. Next week I can yell like an old man.
All right.
But you haven't hit the big 3-0 yet, so are you really an old man?
I'll never be old. I'm gonna be that jacked 65-year-old grandpa who carries my grandchildren into like their soccer game. There's gonna be like I'm just gonna be flexing. They're both gonna be sitting on my biceps, just walking forward.
Sitting on your biceps.
Sitting on the bicep.
Hell on the joints.
Not if I train correctly.
Okay.
You're just jealous, Gamma.
Maybe I am.
Wait, why are you jealous? You're a moose. You can carry anything you want.
I'm not that jacked. I may be the size of a moose, but I'm not as strong as a moose.
I mean, it still works. Moose get away with it, so you know.
Fuck. You just reminded me. I just realized Thanksgiving is this week. I gotta do Christmas shopping.
I have one gift left to buy. Thank God.
But you're already done or almost done with your Christmas shopping?
My girlfriend's been done since like August. I took her advice and started buying stuff earlier. So I bought her stuff. I bought her Christmas and birthday gift at the same time, which saved me money on shipping. But yeah, I mean, at this point, people know me now for Christmas as the guy who literally says like, buy me clothes or whatever. Like all my stuff that I want is $1,000. So I have no gift that they could ever give me that I'd be happy with. I'm kidding. I'm happy with all gifts, but like my sister and I go in on dad and mom's gifts together. So it ends up being like, I give an idea that my sister goes, oh, this is cool. Let's buy this. You pay this. Okay. That's literally all my gift giving is I just give money. Like I give money to my sister. She buys the shit. I'm like, yep, it's a good idea. Do it. Like it's just
convenient.
Because I talk with my parents a lot, but I don't talk about gifts. I just don't know what they want. And the stuff that I think about is completely different from what we get them. So, it's just that sort of, like, I don't know. it's tough giving gifts now, and my family has a thing about no giving money when I'm just like, here's $50. Like I'm okay with gift cards and money, but like there's a stigma in the family like, oh, you didn't put thought into the gift, and I go, no, I did. I put so much thought. I want you to choose with my money.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way I think about it. Like, I don't know, get
For
exactly
real,
what
though.
you want. Like, literally.
I don't got nobody I'd be willing to drop $50 on. Fuck that shit. That's $50.
$50.
That's like a video game
Okay, not in Canada, but yeah.
in America land.
In America.
You know, a slightly reduced Black Friday deal video game.
You mean 50 cents off? Dude, that's a good deal.
Actually, they have some decent deals. Like Assassin's Creed's $50 right now.
Ooh.
And it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
All right, angry old man noob, come on. Let's get this shit out the way.
Why are we so excited about this?
I just want to get it out the way while it's relevant.
Okay. What do we talk about? There's lots of great shit that we can talk about. Actually, this week, I'm going to be yelling at people on Twitch more than Twitch itself, than the Twitch execs.
Ooh.
Because people blew up a good opportunity with that Monster Cat stuff. Fucking morons.
Yeah.
Until they took it back and then, yeah.
Please explain, because I didn't
realize. Yeah, I didn't know that people messed up stuff.
Well, it got messed up all over the place. Okay, so basically, Monster Cat put out a deal, and by the way, you can't look this up anymore. They blew it up, and they tried to hide it. But Monster Cat basically made a business deal, a partnership with Twitch, where if you bought Monster Cat Gold, you would be eligible for affiliation.
Okay.
So for $5 a month, and holding it for like 30 days or something like that. I don't remember all the details exactly. I'm not going to go look it up because it's gone now. It doesn't fucking matter. That's the point. But basically for $5, you could pay for affiliation. And a lot of people got up in arms because they were so proud on how they streamed for 3 years and finally met 2 people that wasn't their mom and their dog watching their stream consecutively for 8 days, and they were able to stream for 25 hours and get affiliation. As you can tell, I'm being sarcastic. What?
I thought it was 12 days.
Whatever. 8 days minimum, I think you could do. 12. Some people are saying different numbers. I'm pretty sure it's 12 of the past 30, unless they made it easier. Regardless, the point being that people were getting very upset, saying that it was pay for status, which, yes, it is, but who fucking cares? Because they're not going to make any money anyways if they're thinking that's the way they're going to make it on Twitch regardless. Twitch is going to make a lot of money off it. Monster Cat's going to make a lot of money off it. It's going to feed the business. That's going to fuel our content creation needs, because we are good at content creation, not worrying about that whole shit, not worrying about other people's statuses, and it would have been decent. Then a couple of days later, Monster Cat came out and said, by the way, we put it down wrong. We wanted to clarify, you don't just get affiliation status, you have to still earn all the numbers needed for affiliate to get affiliate by buying Monster Cat Gold. Which, yes, it doesn't make sense, because first of all, they use like predatory words like fast track, which it's not, because you still have to wait 30 days after you paid for it. So you could actually get affiliate yourself faster than waiting for Monster Cat to give it to you.
See, I'm very
through Twitch through Monster Cat.
Mm-hmm. Wait, that sounds like you still need to meet all the requirements anyway, right?
You did. So, that's what they tried to clarify. Even though, because originally it sounded like you didn't need to. You just paid for it, waited 30 days, and then you'd start with affiliate status or just have affiliate status. But Monster Cat came out and said, no, you still need to hit the numbers to be affiliate in order for you to get affiliate status by buying Monster Cat Gold on Twitch, which, yes, it is supposed to sound like governments, because that's what they were saying, which was really weird.
Then what are you getting out of having Monster Cat Gold? Because you don't have to go through a rigorous application process or anything to get affiliate. You just put in your information, right?
Yeah, it's just like affiliate agreement. You sign the contract online, you set up your banking stuff, you're done.
Yeah, so what do you get out of it?
Well, you get Monster Cat Gold stuff.
But you paid for it!
Exactly. So you've paid for Monster Cat Gold stuff, which you're getting for Monster Cat Gold, and affiliation, which you still have to do the proper things to get affiliation. It's just now you get affiliation, you're getting affiliation by getting the affiliation numbers. That was the weird thing. And then, as you could tell, 24 hours later, they took it down. They actually hit it and didn't have like anything showing up by it. They're basically trying to erase that any of this ever happened. Which is
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
Like, that whole thing.
Exactly. It didn't make any sense because it made less sense a couple of days later when they said you still need the numbers. Yeah. Because if you read it, it just said you would get affiliate after 30 days of holding onto Monster Cat Gold. So you couldn't just buy the $5, get the affiliate, and then drop, right? You had to have it for at least an X number of months, which I thought would be a good idea because, yeah, it gets people using copyright-free music. It makes sense because Monster Cat, investment into Monster Cat, which is a very good business and a very helpful one. If we're getting music deals on Twitch here, this could be the start of something great to bring a lot of money in for Twitch to improve their stuff. But then they clarified, and then suddenly people are scratching their heads going, what the fuck does this mean? And then they just canceled it, and we're like, okay, so essentially we were getting nothing better. It was just an ad to get people to buy Monster Cat Gold for 4 days? Like, I don't know. There's nothing even, like, I can't even find people talking about it. They just dropped it because that's literally what it was. It was just a fucking mess. Like, it went from something that people for some reason were upset about, because what's it called? Like, people were super upset about it because they're like, pay for status, but they're dumb. And then all of a sudden this happens 3 days later. I'm like, well, now here we go again. Twitch shit the bed again, even though I was actually on their side for once. It was a weird, real weird thing that happened. It's, yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Like, there's nothing left. Like, nobody's talking about it. They made videos on it and everything, and people were looking at it for like 48 hours, and then this happened, and I have not heard anybody who I care to listen to or trust in terms of things to even like remotely take opinions, because there's just no opinions out there. Everyone's moved on. Everyone's just talking about the death of Twitch. So, yeah, like that's pretty much it.
You know, Twitch is dying. It's all dead. Yeah. Everything's a mess.
Yep.
When they start banning their fucking top streamers for cheating, man, how could they?
Okay, now, Gamma, I'm on their side, though.
I am too. I'm just fucking around.
Oh, good. Thank
you. They're being stupid. Like, they're really upset that these people got banned for cheating in a fucking Fall Guys tournament.
I mean,
I actually used to follow
stupid to even say that.
I know. It's stupid that those words are coming out of my mouth.
I know.
You cheated in a Fall Guys tournament.
Yeah. And the worst part is, it's a way that people cheat in a regular game anyways, and like it's an issue on Twitch with stream sniping, and they've literally fucking perpetuated the issue. Like, that's how bad this, like, that's how stupid this is.
There were so many options. If they wanted to cheat, they could have literally done some kind of mod and made themselves a tiny bit faster, so it's kind of harder to track. But no, they just fucking stream snipe. That's it. That's all they did.
And advertise that they were stream sniping.
Oh my god.
So the moral of the story is cheat smarter, forehead. No. Raz, do you know about this?
The Fall Guys thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm going to use the name so that people know because it actually matters to the argument.
I used to watch Night Blue.
Oh, you used to watch Night Blue? Me too, a little bit. So XQC, basically what I believe to be the face of Twitch at this point. Like, I would say he's the biggest guy on a regular basis. He decided to stream snipe and Fall Guys in like the tiebreaker for third place or some stupid shit like that. And he made it public, and he fired up a stream or whatever, and he started stream sniping, and a bunch of other people like Grand Pooh Bear and Night Blue, Dr. Lupo, I think, and a couple other people, they knew that this was happening and didn't report him. So essentially what ended up happening was, out of nowhere, Twitch put out a super like League of Legends level, like competitive esports level statement. And I didn't realize how professional this was until I watched a guy talk about it. Because, you know, like I do similar things with my tournament. Like when I put out statements, I don't just make them like this silly, like, yeah, no, it's like I literally try and put names to it and point out the sections of my rules that were broken. So essentially, they put out this super serious statement basically saying that XQC has been banned for 7 days. He's been banned from Twitch Rivals for 6 months, and forfeit of his prize money. And then later on, they came out and also said that anybody who was an accomplice by not saying anything also will be forfeiting their money and will be receiving suspensions. So essentially, Twitch has done one of the biggest moves in a long time. Like, this is one of the most impactful moves because the reason is, do you remember what I'm waiting for in 2021? Twitch Versus?
What?
I forgot that was a thing.
Twitch Versus, where you can set up your own tournaments through Twitch.
Yeah,
I can make
forgot
cash
that
tournaments.
was a thing they were working on. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, Gamma, but like Twitch Versus was like, I can basically run a cash tournament once Twitch Versus comes out.
Really?
Yes. I can run cash tournaments through Twitch. Twitch will organize it. I can use resources on Twitch, so I don't use challenge or shit like that. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but the way that it sounds, it's going to be a hub to recruit people to join tournaments. It's going to be absolutely brilliant once it comes out. And this whole thing is literally like the most important thing they could have done by showing competitive integrity. The fact that they actually banned their biggest streamer for cheating of all things too, like actually cheating and actually breaking rules and making a statement about it and doing like all this professional stuff. And like it's enormous to see that they actually will put effort into that, or hopefully they will in the future again, to show that they care about competitive integrity, because that means that it makes Twitch Versus and makes Twitch as an esports hub look fantastic. They want to have full control. Frankly, it's the same thing as the affiliate status thing, which I'm not gonna. There's too many questions about that. I could do about like not being an affiliate, but it's like literally they're trying to take over, and it's great, right? They should monopolize. If they can take over esports, they will have so much money. Like business, from a business perspective, yeah. From like, oh god, we're getting taken over by 3 companies in the world. Yes, it's terrible, but from a business perspective. That was a chef's suck, apparently. Not a kiss. I missed, but the point being, thank you. I think. Did you lick my ear? Gamma, I'm not a car.
No, I did the where they put their fingers in their mouth and they go.
Do they actually put it in their mouth? I thought they just went on the lips.
Not in their mouth, like on their mouth. Like manja.
Well, there's a big difference between in and on. No, manja's down and you shake your hand. You don't put it on your mouth. No one nobody makes the shove food in mouth. Anyways,
whatever. You know what?
What?
Great time for esports, except if you're a Melee fan.
Oh god. Okay, hold on though, because this is important to note, because it actually will link into that. So this is great because one guy was talking about how no one else was talking about this move as esports, and I wanted to bring that up, and I want to even further that because everyone's talking about the drama. Can I point out that Twitch, who literally in the past has encouraged toxic behavior and toxic commentary, has now shit on it by banning XQC and making a bunch of people forfeiting their money? Can we just point out how much of a deal that actually is? Like, people go to... It's a huge deal. People go and watch League of Legends to expect troll communities. People go to Twitch to literally find the top streams being trolled. Not all of them are, but like they literally go look for trolling sites and look for that type of stuff. The fact that they shit on something that is so prominent, such as stream sniping, they are setting a precedence for what I hope they're going to be maintaining in terms of like telling people this is how our culture is going to go when it comes to esports. That's huge. That's so enormous.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's a big step.
Yeah, as a guy who's been in sports on like a player side as well as a coaching / refereeing side, it's such a, like, when you want people to take, like, people joke about soccer being super because they freaking perpetuate and don't punish it nearly as much, right? You make a guy pay X number of money when he's worth 10times the amount. It doesn't fucking matter. Shouldn't care about the right, because it's like the drama's the drama that's always going to happen. It's just the fact it's happened with some really big names like Dr. Lupo, Grand Pooh Bear, like these guys that you would know a lot. Actually lead to that, but like we're banning ourselves through our own channel. Whatnot's going to be happening? Like they're actually going to be looking for people to do this seriously, and it'll push people to make to actually make good tournaments. And think it out. And create a direction that's not going to hell lately. So we're going to take that. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
For those who don't know, Nintendo has stopped certain competition. There's this mod called Slippy GG, which allows people to communicate over the internet and play Melee through since COVID and whatnot. So they put card. No, you're not allowed to. A cease and desist. That's what it was.
That was a mess.
And when it came out in their time,
was a mess.
Oh
my god.
Yeah,
that was.
They've done a lot of stupid shit. Like,
that was stupid.
Don't get me wrong. There's a large amount of the Melee community that's great, and some that aren't so great. But don't take a game away from people who want to play it.
But you know what, Gamma?
Right. What?
Like, if they didn't see that, that's like me saying that I'm going to be able to emulate games for the rest of my career. I expect one day to be shut down, right? The fact that they even believe, I agree it sucks and it's stupid because Nintendo is notorious for wanting to keep 20-year-old games open in case they'll ever monetize it, or they hate when people do things better than them. But, like, honestly, the thing, right? They're directly monetizing off of it. You can't do that. I'm not directly monetizing off Nuzlocke, my entertainment, right? They are taking something and modding it to make money. That would be like selling a modded game and actually making a profit off it, right? Like, it makes sense that they would get busted for it. I don't with that. It like it's similar like DMCAs and stuff where it's kind of out of date and let's try to work with creators and great ideas. At the same time, it's like, guys, for those who are really upset, you are monetizing a game you don't own, and you have modded to then monetize directly off it by running a tournament. Because you monetize directly by running a tournament. It's not like you're running a tournament and, like, if they were doing it for charity, for example, they're not a charity tournament, right? Like, if they were not making any money and were just running a tournament, that would be ridiculous. But the fact that these guys would make money off this tournament, that is a line, right? Like, in my head, that's a line. So
I get that.
That's the way. That's similar to, like, what would you say about Pokemon Showdown making a tournament? Well, if I made a cash tournament on Pokemon Showdown, or if Showdown was running tournaments that paid people, which I think they do actually. Don't they have like a Smoke On Invitational that makes money?
Probably.
It's not a lot, probably like Smash, but like that shit's gonna get shut down eventually.
Yeah,
it is gonna get shut down eventually, right? Maybe not emulation. They might tighten up on the EULAs or whatever, but it's just, I don't know. I agree, it sucks. It's just at the same time, everyone is trying to defend and be like, Nintendo, let us do what we want. It's like, it's not, no, because they still own the game.
I guess. It'd be nice, plausible to play it though.
Yeah,
like, the thing, I don't like these kinds of moves.
Yeah.
When there's no way to play a game or
Yes.
So on and so forth, and you just pull the plug because somebody else thought of it before you did.
Yes.
That's not cool. I don't like that.
Or
I understand trying to protect your IPs and your properties and whatnot, but if you're not going to give people the option, like if I'm not able to play a game that was on, I don't know, N64 because it's no longer like available to purchase or buy or play, like, and I want to play it, what other option do I have other than buying a very highly priced secondhand copy or emulating it?
Well, they want that. They want, that's exactly what they want. They want an overpriced market, right?
I mean,
they want,
but they don't make anything from that.
From buying a game that's worth like $80 or is worth like $100 now.
They don't get the money when I buy it from Joe Schmo down the street.
Oh, I thought you meant from stores. Sorry.
No,
they probably don't like that either. They just can't stop it.
No, they hate it. There's a reason. We talked about this actually, like with Mass Effect. They had the fucking Battle Pass thing, where you could only play the online if you paid $10 or bought the game brand new and had a code.
Right.
It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
That's my take.
Yeah, there are a couple things that bother me about this situation.
Hit us.
One is that, from my understanding, Slippy isn't even a direct mod to Smash. It's something that works on Dolphin, not the game itself directly.
Yeah.
Two, Nintendo put out a statement talking about how it required the use of pirated copies of the game, which it does not. And emulation, by the way, is not illegal in the United States.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, you can play these games
rip
off
your
of
own
disc.
games. Yeah, you can legally rip your own games and play them on an emulator.
It's surprising how much I forget
illegal.
that.
Yeah. And then the other thing about this thing is that if they're getting mad about a mod that does not directly affect a game but is used in conjunction of what other games, well, we've seen what happens to like Pokemon ROM hacks, for example, right?
Yeah.
Like they get taken down immediately.
Pixelmon.
Imagine what this means for things like, oh yeah, there's Pixelmon too. That was taken down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then brought back.
Yep.
But like, imagine what this means for things like randomizers.
Yep.
Which do directly mod games.
Yep.
So this is a very scary thing because I feel like if this is something that persists and that the Melee community doesn't fight back and win, and Nintendo just has their way with this scenario, this isn't something that just affects Melee. This isn't something that just affects Smash. This is something that affects all people who like enjoying modded Nintendo content of some type.
Well, no, I think it'll go even further than that. I think if people see Nintendo wins, everyone else is going to do it. What's stopping Sony from taking their lead, right? Like, oh yeah, you guys mod Final Fantasy? Well, if Nintendo can stop the modding community, right?
But what other companies want to? Like, there are other fighting game developers, for example,
Disney?
who have. I mean, but not every company is Disney.
I mean, so far we talked about two that are the same, so.
I guess. But like, for example, you have. I wish I remembered what games they were, but there have been people who have modded fighting games before, and the developers have actually had them work on the game and make things official, and have them make the game better.
But are they a Disney Nintendo size?
I do not know. I want to say no, but also
because then that would be exactly like indie games with music, right? Where you have indie musicians who are saying, "Yeah, we don't want you to do this," and then you have like the bigger ones like, "Yeah, please stop," even though it is good for them. They're behind on the times, right? They don't believe in converting it to something that'll be monetary for them, and it's all about the money. It's not about having the appreciation and actually giving more advertisement through the appreciation of said stuff, right? Like,
but do they even make any more money by shutting everything
down?
They
don't fucking care. They don't know. That's the point. They don't know, so they don't think about that, right? Like, if they hear that there's the potential they don't make money, they didn't ask, am I making money? They just said, can they make money? Right? Like, of course they want to hear that they can make some money off of it, but even if they didn't, they want to stop other people. It's just like teachers, right? They don't benefit like it's only everything to gain when you share a resource. But the only thing they hear is, oh, you used my resources. They don't hear anything about, can this make my resources and theirs better? They just hear, oh, they're benefiting from it, and I didn't think of it. Because I saw a take that I thought was trash, and now that Gamma brought it up, basically a take that I saw, take this however you want. They said, imagine if someone in Japan figured out how to do this. What if Japan came up with Slippy? Would it be different?
Yikes.
Exactly.
That's a big yikes take.
But that's the thing, right? But they were saying, because it's like in America, emulation's okay. But what if someone in Japan came up with it? As like I said, it's a trash take, but it's like when you think about the rules, how they differ, it's like, is that something that could be happening? Right? Do they just hate that because, again, Nintendo doesn't like it when Nintendo doesn't come up with Nintendo ideas and how to make a Nintendo stuff better. Could it be also, this is like an attack on laws, on differences in laws, differences in how communities respond to gaming companies?
That's
right?
kind of an interesting thing, because like
that's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything racist or shit like that. I'm talking like that sense.
No, because they have the right to cease desist, right? Obviously, and like they can't tell people to just not emulate games, at least over here, because it's legal. And I forgot there was a lawsuit with like Sony and someone that proved that, basically, right? Long time ago. I forget.
Like that,
yeah. But if they can't knock people for emulation and they're worried about piracy in that regard, then they can take this other not related thing and get people for that. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah. They're trying to find the angle. They're just trying to find an angle to attack because, again, it's like that's literally what it means, Like it's the same thing with the music industry. They had no way to attack Twitch per se, or they were trying to, but it was just so big. But once they find a pseudo in and let things mount, that's when it all happens, right? So that whole scare with Nintendo, what was it, a couple of years ago, where they were threatening the same thing? Everyone's like, oh no, and then like people start to take it easy, but nothing really changed. They have to make a move to scare people, so they targeted an easy one, Smash, because a lot of tournaments make a lot of money off their games, but. Like this one is like pseudo, but now you mentioned that, no, that's something they can't touch. So now they need to try and scare people into believing that they have so much control in this sense to then just hope that they don't have to put in more than the bare minimum of fear, right? They'll never stop a randomizer in multiple games, which, by the way, has made so many people, at least community-wise, connect to games more than ever and has kept the longevity of a game that was supposed to die after 1987 alive. But because Nintendo doesn't see it or a company doesn't see it, they don't care, but they do care because they're just upset that we figured out a way, which you would think you'd be super flattered as a company when your community wants to keep something alive for so long.
I interject real quick?
Yeah.
You brought up like, the fact that they went after like Melee because that's like a big thing.
Yes, it's huge.
I feel like the reason they may have done that is just because the bad light that the community has had somewhat recently. So they're probably trying to put a damper, they're trying to distance themselves as far as possible. So I could see that, but still, I don't think it's not,
But Nintendo's never really directly helped the Melee community at all. Like they've basically been on their own for years, which is confusing to me if they would be trying to separate even more from them, because they don't really. They have no part in any of the Smash community at all for the most part.
But it is their product.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm saying that. I could be just spewing words out my mouth that don't make any sense.
It is. They already have Pokemon shitting all over them, so I can imagine more negative publicity would be bad, right?
Yeah.
So I can that is a good point. I mean,
I don't know. I'm probably just going down the wrong pony here.
No, it makes sense though. I mean, we don't know. That's the point. Is it's so stupid, right? Like, why now? Again, like once it, like you always have to
now
question,
and not like 10
when
years
like literally when the game was fresh, everyone was still doing tournaments, or they didn't do a tournament. Now that's popular. Like you would think that they would invest because, like, when it was fresh and a lot of people were paying into it or trying to pay into it. Like, imagine if Nintendo just invested into a Smash tournament when it was being run in grassroots. Like, they would have had control over the market. I'm not saying, like, I want them to control it, but you know what I mean? Like, they would have been able to take over the market and just build something big and build all these grassroots places up so that, in 2020, we'd have these huge things going on. They'd have one central tournament that's not their own, that sucks right? A lot. So, like, it's just, it's once again, it's weird, right? Because it has shown that it does convert to sales. It has shown that it converts to people going back to games and retention, right? They hate a market that people can actually sell things to other people because the money doesn't go to them. So they're a very old school company. That's the issue. They're a very old school company who cannot see the value in their products being reimagined. And it's dangerous. Especially with Zelda. Like, Zelda's a huge one with modding. Oh my god.
For sure.
Oh my god. Sure. And that would kill Twitch too. That would hurt Twitch a lot. I don't think people realize how big speedrunning and like modding and randomizers actually is. Like, I thought it was like a small amount. No, it's a big amount.
Speedrunning has blown up a lot in the past few years.
And modding has. And modding has too, right? Like because the way that I tell GDQ. Remember when they were all like, no, we don't like modding, no randomizers. Like, they were like that, I think, like 2016, 2017. Now they literally just...
Okay, first off, I'd like to say fuck Craig. That's it. That's the rest of the podcast. Thank you very much.
Man, there was actually no warning. You just clicked the recording button. Just kind of happened. There's no ping.
I was expecting a warning.
You don't hear a robot come in and say, now recording.
Yeah.
So
but Craig malfunctioned, and so we have to do our outro.
Yep. So now it's the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta end episode 35 with a bang. By bang, I mean really big technical issue. That's somewhat frustrating.
Talking like elephant bang. Big old bang.
Yeah. Okay. Man, we even did the end of the podcast too, but it's like Craig was like, "Nope, I'm just gonna record half of what you guys are saying. Don't worry about it." Alright. But yeah, so that's the end of the podcast. Raz, where can people find you? Because I know Noob's gonna throw it over your way again.
Yeah, for the second time. Find me at Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, at RazzberryBlitz. I'm hoping for a video out this month. I said I would put it out last month, and that didn't happen. So
I believe in you.
I want to put videos out. I'm
not saying it again. She knows I believe in her.
I'll say it as many times as I need to. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Gamma.
Yeah.
Damn.
Piece of shit. At least she's putting something out in the year.
Ow. I would like to on air rescind my invitation to do a Nuzlocke with you in December.
What the? Wait, we were doing a Nuzlocke with me in December? Oh yeah, you did say you wanted to do it. No, Gamma, wait.
No.
Think of the numbers. Think of the numbers.
What numbers?
Exactly. What? Just think of all the great numbers we can make together. They'd be beautiful numbers. They would look just like us, and they'll have cute little number faces, and they'll grow up to be number stars.
What concern?
Gamma, don't leave me.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna probably.
Gamma, do this real quick.
I'm frustrated, and you can find me at twitter.com/AmaGamma, where you can see my brand new fleet, my first fleet.
My one fleet.
Podcast. My one fleet. My favorite fleet. The fleet I can't live without. But yeah, you can check that out. Or hopefully by the end of the year, now I'll have maybe like 2 weeks break from school. I should be able to stream a couple nights out of that. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Depending on all this COVID stuff and how school goes, I might be able to continue on that. I want to, but we'll have to see. Okay, Noob, how about you tell the people that the thing, where they can find you, where you can do the thing, and then content.
If you want really creepy people whispering into your ears, twitch.tv/ProPokeNoob. where we're gonna be starting in December. That's why it's called December. You know, I missed out on a great opportunity where I could have called it December, like BRR at the end. But I'm not going back. It's December. That's how it's staying.
How would that? Oh, because it's cold.
Gamma. Yes. Sorry. In normal winters, it's cold during December. So,
Not
yeah.
this one.
Twitch, Twitter at ProPokeNoob, YouTube at ProPokeNoob, Fiverr. Look up Andrew S. and you'll find me. And big stuff coming. I'm not saying it again. My whole drive has been killed. It's been killed as much as if I was DMCA'd. So
Craig basically DMCA'd the podcast.
He did.
He did the takedown.
Literally just looked at us and said, "Man, I wish I could have done it better than Slobs," and they threw Nintendo cease and desist at us.
Mm-hmm.
Jackass.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's why we're using who? Oh wait, what's his name? Obes?
Slobes.
Slobes?
Yeah.
Does he have like slope lobes? I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
See, literally having to do this again just killed all of our energy. Raz already left.
Sorry. I was
tired.
yelling.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
I was too busy with the last recording yelling about Craig fucking up, so now my throat
Yeah, literally,
hurts.
we all had to play tag with Craig, so now we're all just tired.
I don't know how it just decided, hey, I'm gonna go to 3 different voice channels over the course of 10 seconds.
Are you suggesting that Craig is autonomous and we need to put him down before he breaks the 3 laws?
I mean, I just looked at Twitter. Apparently, AI knows how to make pictures of people out of nothing. So,
oh, good.
They're really accurate, and I'm scared.
This is why we don't invest that far. AI good, investing that far in AI bad.
I'm scared.
It's okay, Gamma. I'll teach you karate in time. You will suplex a robot in no time. Raz,
I have a general idea. I know some katas and stuff.
Katas aren't going to save you. We need to be safe.
I guess. But yeah, I guess on that note, be safe, guys, and we'll see you next episode. Or hopefully Craig is working again and not stupid, and Gamma doesn't have to do a bunch of editing.
Or we could talk about Operation Warp Speed, because we'll be zooming into the next week's episode.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Yeah.